What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing, blessed day today. I've got an update on the package situation with the post office and what happened. Plus, I ended up getting that package and another package from another whatnot seller that I'm going to open this stuff and show it to you. I'm probably not going to open any of it up, but I'm going to show it to you as well. So stay tuned. Now, as far as the explanation before I actually get into the openings of the actual cars, these two sellers that I have bought up of, I buy off regularly, and they're some of my favorite sellers to actually buy off of on whatnot. So I knew that this issue was not anything to do with them. More than likely, 99.9%. I mean, like I said, everybody makes a mistake every once in a while, but I knew chances are that it was not something that they did, and I was right. There's just a lot of stuff going around now with the USPS to where either the post office is lazy and don't want to do their actual job in delivering stuff, and just basically puts it off to the next day, and I'm getting ready to explain that here in a second. Or they're just flat out, all out, steal people's packages, and that's both of those are happening more and more. And again, if it keeps happening a whole lot, like it's speeding up and happening more and more, it's only going to hurt places that ship stuff like whatnot. People are not going to want to buy off places like that because they're afraid they won't get their product. They won't get what they actually bought. And I have to go through the headache of going through the whole spiel of trying to get a refund and everything else, or trying to get a replacement, which is a headache, absolute headache. Because nowadays, the way services with anything, you can't just pick up the phone and talk to people. And say, hey, look, I need to get this taken care of, need to get that taken care of. It's everything's got to go through email, and then you got to wait, and it's got to go through an automated system, and all. It's ridiculous, especially with the post office. With the post office, when you call them and have any issue with an actual package, you want to talk to somebody and let them know exactly what's going on, and be like, look, if you know all this is going on, then you probably will know what is going on with my package. No, they make you go through an actual automated system instead of talking to an actual person. Have you put in the tracking number? Go on the tracking number, you're out of luck. But have you put in the tracking number, and then it'll say, well, the tracking system says this, which you already know that. It says this, and our employees here, just to let you know, will not be able to give you any further information on this actual package. You will have to contact the actual sender if you have any issues or anything like that. And again, it shouldn't be like that. We should be able to just call the post office and say, look, I didn't receive this package. This is why, this is what's going on. Let's get to the bottom of it. But it's the way all industry has gotten now with service. You can't talk to an actual person in the United States, or it's somebody that you're talking to that has no clue what you're talking about because they don't fluently speak English. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that stuff. What happened with this shipment particularly is my regular mailman, which I absolutely love. I've said it before. When he is on, I normally never have to worry about shipments, never have to worry about anything being delivered. He's nice. He brings stuff right to me, brings stuff right to the door. Does all kinds of stuff, and he talks to me. I talk to him. That's the reason why I know what happened, because I talked to him today. He had to leave his job yesterday. He had to leave it early due to emergency. Well, when that happens, they have to take all their stuff, all their packages and everything back to the actual post office. Well, he was assuming, like they normally do, is they normally send a supervisor out or somebody else out to finish out that route. So he didn't complete anything, didn't like scan it out anything, or none of that stuff. He just brought it back assuming somebody would actually deliver it. Well, for whatever reason, the higher ups at the post office decided to scan the actual package and say that it's actually insufficient address, return to sender, when it wasn't, because all they were doing was keeping the package until the mailman come back today to actually be able to actually deliver it. It was either them being too lazy or something. But anyway, they could have marked it as something else other than return to sender. Because of that, I actually contacted the actual sender and let them know that, hey, look, there was an issue with this. It's being returned to you. I know it's not your fault, but I just want to let you know it's been returned to you. Spent all that time doing all that stuff and everything. Then going through whatnot, just in case if I needed to have a refund, to let them know it's been returned to sender. To come to find out that it wasn't returned to sender because he delivered it to me today. He apologized to me today. Told him, I said, it's not your fault. I said, that has nothing whatsoever to do with you. I knew whenever there's an issue like this, that it's either somebody is being too lazy, somebody has stolen the package, or there's a sub that just isn't doing their job for whatever reason. I said, so, I was all pretty much almost spot on, because it was kind of something like that when it comes to this. But anyway, just a good thing is I got my packages and I'm happy with what I got. Let me show you what I got. First one comes from FROGDIECAST. Like I said, these are sellers that I buy from a lot, or they're somebody that I bought from a couple times that I prefer to buy from. Some of the top sellers I prefer to buy from. And the first one is FROGDIECAST. He sent me another frog. I love these things. He's been sending these out. I actually got a couple more cars that I actually already got from him. But wanted to get a couple more because I collect one loose and leave one card for the collection most of the time. And the first one is a 85 Camaro IROC Z from the 50 set. 50th anniversary set. Or 50 Camaro set. There we go. I'll just say it like that. Love this thing. This is my favorite casting, or my favorite make and model to collect. But this one right here is my favorite casting of the make and model. Is the IROC Z style. So I love this. Next one is the 67 Camaro with the opening hood. You can see the hood up a little bit on it. There's the card art. Front of it. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I try to get two of whatever I collect the most, pretty much. But anyway, the next ones I got, and I cannot pronounce this, so I'm going to let the card do the pronouncing for me. You can pause it and take a look at that, but I have bought some stuff off them quite a few times. They do a whole lot of bundles. When it comes to diecast, they do sports cars, they do all kinds of stuff, not just diecast, so you can check them out on Whatnot and other places. But I got some pretty good cars from them, and one of them is the 2010 Pro Stock Chevy Camaro Pictionary car. I don't like a whole lot of Pro Stock cars, but this one I do because it's a Camaro. I've got the moon eyes in this. So you've got the drawing thing and everything on the top of this. I like the colors. So yeah. The next one is a school bus. It's actually a Matchbox school bus. It's actually 50 years. And it says actual Bulldogs football on it. It says state champs 2002. This one right here, my buddy John, in which I'll put his link actually in the description of this video. Almost looks like the back of that opens up. I'm not for sure if it does or not, but my buddy John actually drives a school bus, so this is actually going to him. I'm shipping this to him, so hopefully he'll enjoy it. Hopefully he'll enjoy it, because it's a lot better in person. Then the two that came in the bundle that I wasn't really going for, or came in a couple bundles that I got that I wasn't really going for, but I don't mind. They're still good cars. Is a Nitro Tailgater. It's kind of like a fantasy car. I'm not for sure to take this as a station wagon or take this as an actual SUV, the way it's made. If I can find out if it's a station wagon, then I'm a major station wagon collector, so as well. So I may end up putting it in my station wagons. I don't know. We'll see. And the other one is not a bad car at all. I just don't collect them, but I will, keep this and keep it in my collection. Aston Martin 177 is what it says in red. I mean, I don't mind this vehicle. It looks good. But I don't collect. I'm mainly an American muscle guy. So. Then, the three that I was actually going for out of the, I think I got two bundles and one M2 by itself. So, the two that I was really going for in the bundles was a 3-window Ford, green with kind of like flames on it. These are starting to grow on me. I'm starting to collect them. I like these, the it's either Neat Speeder or Neat Streaker, something like that, and the Pass and Gasser. Those types of body styles I'm actually starting to collect now as well. Then the one that I absolutely love is the 52nd anniversary, the Gazella GT. This is the actual chase for that set. So I definitely went after this. With this, I actually have a full carded set of the 52nd anniversary. And about almost half of a Lucy set. So yeah, I'm glad I got this. Then the one that was the M2 that was by itself is a 67 Chevy Nova SS, which is so pretty. Look at those wheels. Look at the front and the motor, detail on the motor, how it's got red and stuff on it, detail on the back. I love that thing. Absolutely love that thing. That thing is so nice. So nice. So that's what I got with the couple packages I got. Again, the mishaps and stuff with the actual shipping was not the actual seller's fault. I gave the sellers 5-star ratings and stuff and everything because it was not their fault. And anybody that would give a seller a bad rating, or I should say a strike on the rating, like say, well, I'm going to have to give them a lower rating because of I didn't receive my item or something like that. If it's already left the actual seller, don't give the actual seller a bad rating. Don't do that because it's not their fault. Not their fault. Once it leaves their hands, then it's into the USPS's problem. Then if you get it, if something happens, it's not packaged well, then is when you can kind of say, okay, look, I can say something about it not being packaged well. But if it is packaged well and it's damaged, that doesn't mean that that's the seller's fault either, because sometimes these USPS and all shipping companies will throw this stuff around. They don't care. Thankfully, almost all the sellers I buy from, they put fragile on their boxes. Not saying that these people actually listen to it being fragile when they throw it around, but at least they put fragile on it. And I don't, when I say all this stuff kind of negative about people at the USPS or UPS or FedEx or anything like, I'm not saying that about everybody. Like I said, I love my mailman. I love my mailman. There's a lot of good carriers and stuff out there with all different services. I'm just talking about in general the ones that are bad, lazy, don't do their job, steal stuff, all that. But anyway, as I always say, remember to get a hobby. It'll help you mentally, if anything, get away from this crazy, crazy world, what's going on in this crazy, crazy world. It doesn't have to be collecting diecast. It can be collecting anything. It can be building something. It can be going somewhere. It can be playing a sport. Just anything like that to keep your mind away from the craziness going on in this world, even if it's just for a little bit. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and comment. Subscribe if you have yet to subscribe. Share this with people. I'd really appreciate that too as well. It'd really help us out, help us grow. And we hope to see you in the next video.